Greetings, and All Hallows Eve cometh. Indeed, boys and ghouls, this isn't a Chats with Vlad. No, as you can see, Uncle Vlad's getting Halloweeny. Indeed. And with Halloween comes fun and trick-or-treats and masks. Indeed. But there's a lot of history behind Halloween. And one of the histories I wanted to share with you boys and girls. I wanted to share the myth and the legend behind the Jack O Lantern. Indeed. And a man that they called Stingy Jack.
When we think of Halloween, a few iconic images come to mind. Witches, monsters, and pumpkin spice latte. Many of us think of an eerie grin on the face of a carved pumpkin, the Jack-o'-lantern. But what if I told you that the Jack-o'-lantern, a friendly face lighting up your doorstep each Halloween, actually comes from a much darker, older tale? It's a story about a man who tricked the devil, cheated death, and was cursed to wander the earth for eternity. Welcome to the mysteries of mythology, the legend of Stingy Jack. Long ago, in a small village in Ireland, there lived a man known as Stingy Jack. He was a liar, cheater, manipulator, and trickster, always outsmarting people to avoid paying for anything. With no morals and a distaste for others, Jack loved nothing more than to drink and gamble and cheat people out of their hard-earned money. His tricks had become famous in his village, but they had also garnered the attention of a most nefarious being, the devil. The devil himself was impressed, and maybe a little envious, by Jack's reputation for being dark and greedy, and decided to pay him a visit. One night, after a long evening of drinking, Jack was stumbling through the countryside when he came upon something unusual in the middle of the cobblestone path. A body lay there with a twisted grin on its face. As Jack drew closer, the dead man's eyes turned to him. "Hello, Jack," the body said. "I am the devil, and I have come to take your soul to hell." Jack knew his time had come, but being the trickster he wasn't ready to go without one last scheme. He made a final request. He asked the devil to allow him one last drink of ale before heading to hell. Amused by the request, the devil agreed and took Jack to the local pub, where they drank together. When it came time to pay, Jack, ever the con man, convinced the devil to turn himself into a silver coin to settle the tab. The devil, intrigued by Jack's cleverness, agreed. But as soon as the devil transformed, Jack slipped the coin into his pocket, right next to a small crucifix. The presence of the cross trapped the devil in his coin form, preventing him from escaping. Now it was Jack's turn to bargain. He made the devil promise not to take his soul for 10 more years in exchange for his freedom. Trapped and with no other choice, the devil reluctantly agreed. But Jack wasn't finished with his tricks just yet. For 10 years, he continued his evil ways. And after 10 years, the devil came back for Jack's soul. "Hello, Jack," the devil said. "It has been 10 years, and I have come to take your soul to hell." Jack rubbed his stomach and asked if the devil would fetch him an apple from the nearby tree before they started their journey. At first, the devil refused, but the more Jack groaned about his hunger, the devil gave up and climbed the tree. While the devil was up in the branches, Jack carved a cross into the tree's trunk, trapping the devil once more. This time, Jack made the devil promise to never take his soul. Once again, the devil had to agree. Once again, Jack went on with his life, enjoying his evil ways. Eventually, like everyone, Jack's time came to an end. But when he tried to enter heaven, he was turned away because of his life of greed and trickery. With nowhere else to go, Jack went to the gates of hell. But the devil, still angry from being tricked twice, kept his promise. He refused to let Jack in, leaving him with no place to rest. Instead, the devil gave Jack a single burning coal to light his way as he wandered between purgatory and earth, forever searching for a home. Jack placed the coal inside a hollowed-out turnip, using it as a lantern. From that day on, Jack became a restless spirit, doomed to roam the night with his flickering turnip lantern, earning him the name Jack of the Lantern, or, as we know it today, Jack O Lantern. For many years, people in Ireland told the story of Stingy Jack and his haunting lantern. To keep his wandering spirit away, they began carving frightening faces into turnips and placing candles inside them. These glowing turnips were meant to scare off Jack and other evil spirits. When Irish immigrants came to America, they brought this tradition with them. But instead of using tough and brittle turnips, they found something much better: pumpkins. Pumpkins were bigger, easier to carve, and plentiful in the New World. And so the tradition of carving jack-o'-lanterns into pumpkins was born.
Indeed, boys and girls, indeed. That's the history behind the jack-o'-lantern and Stingy Jack. And as you can see, Uncle Vlad has all kinds of different jack-o'-lanterns. Small ones, huge ones. But you should always keep one turnip lit with a solitary flame to keep away those bad spirits. Indeed, never forget the old ways, they say. Well, boys and ghouls, I hope you've enjoyed Uncle Vlad's little Halloween bit. I might do another one before Halloween. Look forward to Chats with Vlad 110 on Halloween. Indeed. Who knows what kind of surprises you might end up finding.